Kraken, one of the oldest and most respected crypto exchanges in the world, just slammed the brakes on its huge IPO. After months of hype and a massive $20 billion valuation, the company has hit pause on its plan to go public, sending a ripple of fear through the entire industry. This sudden reversal makes you wonder, why would a crypto giant that's seemingly on top of the world suddenly get cold feet? What does this mean for the rest of the crypto market? And why are even the biggest players suddenly so nervous? So, let's break it all down. To really get what a big deal this is, let's rewind a bit. Back in November 2025, Kraken's parent company, Payward, confidentially filed its S1 registration with the SEC. That was the green light, signaling it was an all systems go for a public listing in early 2026. The exchange was sitting on a mountain of cash after a huge pre-IPO funding round that valued the company somewhere between $15 to $20 billion. That round even included a massive vote of confidence from the Wall Street titan Citadel Securities. But now, those plans are on ice. Sources close to the company are clear. This is a suspension, not a cancellation. The IPO paperwork is still good to go with the SEC, so they could flip the switch back on at any time. But pausing just weeks before the big day shows a deep-seated anxiety that's spreading through crypto's top ranks. And it's being driven by a crypto market that is looking shakier by the day. The decision didn't happen in a vacuum. It was a direct reaction to two things: a wobbly market and a terrifying cautionary tale. First, the market itself. After Bitcoin rocketed to an all-time high of over $126,000 in October 2025, the party came to a screeching halt. The market has been in a downtrend ever since, with trading volumes shrinking and investors getting skittish. Even with Bitcoin hovering around the $70,000 mark recently, the pullback has been sharp, leaving a cloud of uncertainty. For Kraken, that volatility means one thing: massive valuation risk. And that risk was made horrifyingly real by the fate of BitGo. BitGo was the only major crypto company to IPO in 2026, and it has been an absolute train wreck for investors. Since going public, BitGo's stock has cratered, dropping a staggering 44% from its offering price. Watching a fellow crypto company get absolutely hammered on the public market was a brutal warning sign for Kraken's board. They choose to wait on the sidelines rather than risk a similar disaster and a catastrophic loss of value. But Kraken isn't just licking its wounds. What they're doing instead of an IPO could be even bigger. If you want to understand the real strategy shaping the future of crypto, make sure you hit that subscribe button for more analysis like this. While the IPO is on hold, Kraken is making an aggressive pivot. They're going all in on building what could be the next frontier of finance: tokenized infrastructure. Instead of chasing public market hype, Kraken has been quietly building the future of stock trading. Through its acquisition of Bakkt Finance, Kraken has been expanding its X-Stocks platform, which allows users to trade tokenized US stocks on the blockchain 24/7. This isn't just a side project. The platform has already processed over $25 billion in transaction volume, and Kraken plans to expand from 100 tokenized assets to over 500 by the end of 2026. This is a fundamental shift. Kraken is moving to become the financial plumbing for a new kind of market, where ownership of stocks is settled in seconds and not days. On the top of that, the exchange announced it's jumping into another new space, which is prediction markets, with a planned launch by 2026. When one of the biggest names in crypto forgoes a splashy IPO to instead doubling down on building an entirely new financial architecture, it's not an experiment, but it's a strategic pivot, in my personal opinion. So, what's the real takeaway here? Well, Kraken's IPO pause is a serious reality check for the crypto market. It proves that even the most well-funded crypto giants are scared of the current market, and that institutional hype has its limits. The 44% collapse of BitGo stocks was a lesson written in blood for the whole industry. But the real story isn't that the IPO didn't happen, is the pivot to building financial infrastructure of tomorrow. The question for investors is no longer just when will crypto company go public, but what are they going to build next? Stay safe, guys. Stay curious, and I'll see you guys